Is outsourcing admitting defeat? If so, you're listening to one giant failure right here, and you probably won't want anything more to do with me. Or not. Hello, this is the Everyday Storyteller, and I'm Hilary Solzman, a keen outsourcer. In fact, one of the main reasons you're able to hear this podcast today is because I handed over the editing and mastering to my wonderful producer, Susie. Without her, there'd be no show. And if you ever head to my website, link in the show notes by the way, you'd be staring at a blank page if I hadn't enlisted a brilliant designer, shout out Katie at the Geek Boutique, to do the work for me. Let's not get started on my tax returns. I've been talking recently about ways to shortcut storytelling and what to avoid. And one of my top tips is to outsource the bit you don't want to do, can't do, haven't got time to do, just don't want to do it. But, and this is a massive caveat, you really need to outsource to someone who knows what they're doing. Hiring the wrong person, for example, someone without a track record in business storytelling, is a false economy and can leave you with a massive headache and an empty purse. If you're unsure about investing in someone to help you, storytelling, writing or otherwise, here are a few questions for you to consider. First up, what would it cost you to do it yourself? Your immediate thought might be, well, nothing, it's just me. So break it down. What would it cost you in time? What is it taking you away from? Imagine writing your brand story and turning it into web copy. Think about all the things you can't do during that time, like selling or delivering client work. If you paid someone X amount of money to do a job for you, how much could you charge a client in that time? Or how many products could you sell to recoup the cost? How many emails might be left unanswered whilst you work on it? And what about the cost of your sanity? The stress of doing something that isn't your main strength and isn't the reason you got into business, which may actually prevent you ever launching that new course, pressing go live on your website, or starting that community group that you feel so passionate about. Yes, outsourcing can feel like a luxury, especially right now. But what's the lost opportunity cost of not doing it? There's no wrong or right answer to the question of outsourcing storytelling and copywriting. But one thing I'm certain of, we are not superheroes. You simply cannot be good at everything all of the time, and there is no weakness in asking for help. In fact, it can be a smart business move, so quite the opposite. If you want to chat further on this, all my details are in the show notes, but do take the time to think about what you could do by outsourcing. Maybe it's simply about getting more time to use your voice and tell your story. Cheers!